Good evening, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. What's going on? We are live in the building for another episode of Millionaire M.A.N right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, better known as RETV, on YouTube. So if you are watching now, don't forget, go share this with your family, go share this with your friends. Y'all know what time it is. It's Millionaire Man Cave, and y'all know how we get down. Y'all know how we get in. Don't forget, hit your comments in the comment section. We respond to stuff live. Again, if you got a video comment, a video question that you want us to answer live on air, go ahead and hit the email address right there below my man Mike, info@re-tv.net, info@re-tv.net. Let's get into it because we got a hell of a packed show tonight. We got special guests in the building. I'll let my man introduce them in a minute. But without further ado, let's go ahead and do this. As always, I got my man, my brother from another mother. Y'all know we share the same last name. But we ain't related. My man Mike is in the building. What's going on, Money Mike?
What's up? What's up? You ain't gotta put it out there that we ain't related, like I got leprosy or something.
Hey,
you know,
I don't know. You be up to some shifty stuff, dog. I don't want to be associated.
Hey, that's all good. That's what I do, man.
We got a lot of comments from good old from the DMV area and everything with the Winston-Salem State. All that good stuff. We got a lot in common, other than last name.
Sir.
But also from the DMV area, let me go ahead and introduce my man, Mr. Reasonable, a.k.a. Mr. Perfect, a.k.a. Don't do it to me, a.k.a. Nah. What's going on, Donnell?
What's happening? You know what it is.
I got all the AKAs, literally.
He got all the AKAs.
Exactly. The Alpha Kappa Alphas and all the other ladies, too. Nah, what's going on, Donnell? What's good with you?
I'm chilling. You know what it is.
Yeah. All right, my man Black, my neighbor, my man from across the street. You know what it is, Mr. HU himself. And we don't mean Hampton. He doesn't mean Howard. He means Hampton. So I done screwed it up for you all.
See, man, that's enough, man. That is enough. That's enough. You know what it is. You know what it is. You know what to do, and you know how we do it.
There's only one HU.
I'm here. That's right. And you know what? Just to get a little bit more backup. We don't have to say the whole name. All we gotta say is HU. No one, my HU brother, HU frat, football frat from back in the days, running back. Oh man, entrepreneur, executive extraordinaire. Hey, look, my man Tony Clomax. Tony,
what up?
Tell the people about you, man. Give us why are you so special, man?
What's going on, Tony? Tell us about yourself, sir.
Because I'm loved by my mama. I'm a filmmaker, and I'm a professor at Prairie View A&M University. Like you said, I'm an entrepreneur, and you have to be if you are in the entertainment business in the indie space. And yeah, man, I've been doing this now for wow, time flies, about 12, almost going on 13 years now.
Dope.
Tony. So I mean, you just can't. We ain't gonna let you just glaze over that. Like the back in the days, how you tried to slide the Jimmy on before you did it. So you just can't slide stuff like
it off, dog. You slide it off.
Hey, look, bro. You said you are now teaching at Prairie View University in film, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now that's
what's up.
Yo. So that's
you teach film at Prairie View.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I teach screenwriting, film production, editing, sound, and media management.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dope.
Oh, respect, dude.
And Tony, one reason I'm very interested because my son is very interested in that aspect of TV.
Okay.
And so, he'll be watching, but I mean, how'd you get started in this, man? Where did it start?
Man, it started when I was a little boy, honestly. Going back to maybe 8, 9 years old, seeing Sidney Poitier films. Now, I thought I wanted to be a stuntman because of Burt Reynolds. Yeah, I thought I was like, I'm going to be a stuntman.
Fall guy, $6 million man.
I thought I was going to be a stuntman, but I was watching Sidney Poitier films, and in the opening credits, it said directed by, and I was just like, directed by. I'm like, well, what is that? Okay. So
That's where the money is.
I went and grabbed the encyclopedia. Now, you know, this is before the internet. So
Absolutely.
I had the
Hey, Google.
encyclopedia that my mother spent like 7 years paying for and stuff. So I got the encyclopedia, looked up directed and director, and I was like, oh, this is what I want to do. I was 9 years old. I said, I want to be a director. Now, of course, the journey, you know, was long and stuff. And when I got to high school, I'm from Chicago, and when I got to high school, I was ready. I went to Whitney Young High School and Whitney Young Dolphins, and I thought I was going to, you know, start the whole film TV production, but I had to choose between that or football and track because of the time, because all the TV stuff happened after school, and I was just like, I love football, I love track. That's my I just couldn't make that choice like that, so I didn't do it. And I played football, ran track, and when I got to Hampton, I wanted to go and do film. And when I tried to move into into the media arts department, I got an academic advisor, and she was just like, well, you're on a football team, and football players don't take their education seriously. So I don't know why. I don't even know why you over here. Like, honestly, that was the conversation. And I remember I was so pissed. So I was just like, you know what? I'm gonna stay in the school of business, but I'm gonna tell you this. You're gonna remember my name, and I won't remember your name. And I walked out her office. I don't even know who I can't remember her name. And and so, you know, that was it. And it wasn't until years later when I moved to I was working at Northwestern University as an academic advisor and career development coordinator for student athletes, because I didn't want that shit happening to nobody else.
Exactly.
That was and it was a student athlete. So I was sitting in my office, and I'm talking to a student, telling them, follow your dreams and this and that, and it just hit me. And I closed my door, pulled out some paper, and wrote in hand. I wrote my letter of resignation, and I was just like, I'm out. And so I left like a couple of months later, moved to New York, and started my journey to studying film. And ended up
dreams.
Yeah, man. So I ended up going and getting an MFA in film. And then once I was working at the university as well. So I was a full-time graduate student, also a full-time administrator. And then once I graduated, man, I was out. Like I pulled the net from underneath me, and I was working in the independent film world. And I was doing that for, man, like 11 years. And then Prairie View came a calling, and I was just like, you know what? I kind of want to change the pace. And so I came out here, and the great thing about it is, I'm a tenure track professor, but I'm still doing my film stuff.
Yeah.
Like I can still go to LA and work on projects. I can go to New York, work on projects. I'm still writing. I give my agent my stuff. She's pitching it. My business is, I'm constantly editing, writing, shooting different projects for clients. So I've been busier being in Houston than I was in New York. So I've been blessed. I've been blessed, and I'm thankful.
So Tony, how do people get to you, man? How can they see some of your stuff, that your productions that you got?
Okay. Well, yeah, they can come to my Instagram, which is at Tony Clomax, or they can go to my Vimeo, which all you got to do is just type in my name, Tony Clomax, or you can type in Maximize Productions, and then boom, you'll see some of my stuff. I did a show that called Date Love Repeat, which you can watch on Amazon Prime. I directed this film called Monogamy, which you can watch on Tubi. And then the show that I created that put me on the map, 12 Steps to Recovery, which is a romantic comedy. You can watch that on YouTube. And so there's like that show. I spent like 2 years doing that show, and it got my name out there, and it got my name out there as a writer, as a director, as a producer, and it's been a journey, and the journey's not over, And I've been making my I've been working making my my path into television directing, and when COVID hit, the industry shut down, and it was just like I was like right there, I was right there, and then so when the industry opened back up, they were pretty much focusing on like hiring the directors that were already pretty much in the loop, in the queue and stuff. So it's kind of like you got to wait your turn. So I'm expecting to get my opportunity this year.
Hey, you're doing big things, bro. You do. Hey, real talk. We got to get together. I mean, so like real talk. So I own this thing called Relationship Entertainment Television, where I am, independently owned by a black man, myself. My wife helps out. She's also co-owner with this. We got television shows. We're trying to bring in movies. We're trying to bring in all of that good stuff right here on Relationship Entertainment Television, where our purpose is not only entertain, but to inspire as well as to educate. And so we trying, like I said, we're trying to do this thing big. So you and I definitely got to get together. I'm so glad to hear you say you are not only doing things independently, but you also doing things with HBCUs. That right there, for me, brother, is big. That we are giving back to people who look like us, and we trying to bring people who look like us up, above us.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's gratifying to work with the students, helping them tell their stories, shaping them as writers, as directors, cinematographers, editors, and also, we have our own film festival called Festival on the Hill, which I'm the director of, and so in November, it'll be our fifth year, and so this past year, because of COVID, we had to go virtual. And so we were able to broadcast the festival, like all around the world. So that was a great thing to be able, and we did it through StreamYard. So next year, this year, we'll hopefully, God willing, we'll have the festival in person, but we will also broadcast it like it's a network, like it's a television show for 3 days.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
I'm always glad to see us doing big things, man. I literally just got off a call with a young lady from my hometown who literally wrote a book called "Anyway, Father God, I'm Looking for a Boyfriend." I got people. That was the name of her book. That's the name of her book. I lie to you not, but it's a dope book. I can't even lie. It's a dope book. So I'm glad when she's an HBCU graduate. I know some other people, HBCU graduates, are major chefs for major celebrities who are doing big things. So it's definitely dope to have a brother on the show who's doing super big things, with HBCUs, doing his own thing, following his own dream, following his own passion. Like you said, you was mentoring and coaching other young brothers to do, and you just close the door. And I'm gonna go do my own too.
Appreciate that.
Salute to you for sure, for real.
Yes, sir.
Now, do you have any, Tony? Drew, real quick. Do you have any football players in your class?
Oh yeah. I got some. I got one football player in my class.
Good.
Yeah, he's. I think either he's the starting linebacker or a second string linebacker.
Okay.
Yeah.
So nobody told him he couldn't do it.
Oh no. And you know what? I've been teaching class virtually, so I drove to campus last week to work with him, and this is the only class like I had. So he's the only person that showed up, and everybody else was virtual. And I helped him, and then he had practice and stuff, and then they went and played Texas Southern the next day and beat them 20-19. But he was, he was just like, he's like, man, like Professor Clomax, I learned so much sitting with you, watching you help me edit this interview, and and seeing how you move this around and cutting this out, and everything that you told me not to do, and I did it anyway. I saw why I shouldn't have done that by sitting with you, and it was just it was like a master class, So I appreciate that. I appreciate
That's
that.
what's up.
Hey,
That's
speaking
what's
of
up.
that, and speaking of HBCUs, right quick, did y'all? Oh, before we get into any of that, Black done threw me way the hell off. Let's get into this right quick before I get into the
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
When they do that, cause we do that though. I see you talk, so we gon' take it though. And yeah, talking cheap, so don't do that though. My click 100 deep.
That's a
yeah,
fat
Black, you
beat.
threw me off.
We in Houston tonight.
Exactly. Hey, did y'all watch the All-Star game the other day? We were talking about HBCUs. I didn't know that Shaq actually took a class that he was failing at LSU. He wound up taking a class at Southern just so he can pass and wind up graduating. I did not know that.
Oh,
Wow.
that's
I
what's
did
up.
not know Shaq took a
No,
class.
I didn't know that
at
either.
Southern. Yeah.
I can tell you one thing. That Shaq is a hustling brother, man. And
Man.
this guy is doing so many things that people just don't even know.
Oh no, I'm
Man.
talking about this is when he first entered. This is before he.
Oh
entered
yeah,
the league.
I know what you're saying. I'm just
Yeah,
talking about him
okay.
Now. It's
Yeah.
oh man, that's oh man. I mean, I'm always looking at the hustlers, man. I got my eyes on the hustlers because you can never go wrong, with observing a hustler, man. You can always
learn
get
something.
better.
Because you always peeping game, and they always got some type of game. Not that they running that may be like considered game in a bad way, but they always trying to look for the next level up. A hustler's always, in my opinion, is always trying to look for the next level up. And if you can hang around somebody like that and actually peep game from what they doing, oh yeah, man.
But Shaq said he talks to a lot of millionaires, billionaires, and he just soaks it up, and he takes that knowledge and applies it.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But the All-Star game, the proceeds, a lot of the proceeds went to HBCU. Did y'all watch the game, man?
Oh, yeah, I seen it.
Yeah, I didn't watch the whole game, man. I had passed out by the end.
Garbage. It was garbage. I ain't gonna lie.
What?
Slam dunk competition.
No, it was good.
Oh,
The
not
game
the
was
part I
garbage.
saw, dog.
Man, the slam dunk competition was garbage. The game was garbage, man.
No, man, the game was great.
Look,
Oh,
man.
wait, your team didn't win.
They never really ball into the fourth quarter.
Man, they were
No, Clomax, wasn't nobody on his team on the All-Star.
Bro.
None of.
Actually,
LeBron's team.
Bradley Beal was on the team, son.
Yo,
Oh, I had an argument with my
Curry.
brother about Bradley Beal.
Curry and
Curry
Dame
and Dame was
they put on
at
they put on a shooting clinic.
Thanks.
They was
They
going
gangsta.
at it. He won the 3-point competition before the game.
The Greek Freak, he was balling. I mean, they were killing it.
Yeah, everybody was balling, man.
But it's an All-Star game. In All-Star game, there's no defense into the fourth quarter. It's kind of like you can do.
You would be mad if it was, because what you say about a football game, a good defensive football game. I'd heard you say thousands. Oh, it's a boring game, and I'm like, I love that. That's tight.
Yeah, because I want to see somebody
Why
catch
in basketball they got to play defense? In football,
They play some defense. You saw Chris Paul D up James Harden, steal the ball, and James Harden got pissed.
What quarter was that?
I don't know. I think it was like third quarter.
I'm mad. I'm mad because first of all, I had a conversation, and I almost bust my brother-in-law across the head with a ball. But I was saying now he's a DCer like y'all. He said that I said Jimmy Butler should have made it to the All-Star game over Bradley Beal. Now I know Bradley Beal scored.
How, Sway?
But yes, Bradley Beal is the highest scorer in the league right now.
So wait, pause, time.
Stop
Time.
right there.
That right there gives him on the All-Star team.
Okay, no, forget that. If I'm the only dude in a women's prison, I'm gonna get all the cat. So hey, don't make me good. And what I do is just that I'm the best thing available.
Yeah,
So
but look,
that's what Bradley Beal is.
he's playing against everybody that he's playing against the same guys.
Right.
Yeah, but they run their offense through him.
But
Everything goes to him.
who's
Who else
passing
is
him the
on
ball?
the team? Who else is on the team other than
Westbrook. Now,
Yeah, so Westbrook is he's balling too.
Now I here that it is not that's now this was my last after I had about 6 drinks argument. I thought about it. I said Westbrook should have been there before Bradley Beal.
Nah.
Nah,
I don't agree.
nah.
I don't agree. Hey, how? Okay, I dare you go out there on the NBA court and score at least 10 points. It's not that easy to be the top scorer among other greats.
You've been too ambitious. Give me 2
And
points.
they know he's scoring. They know when he has the ball, he's the guy to stop.
Yeah,
And they
it ain't
can't stop him.
That's like
can't
Ray
stop
Allen. That's how Ray Allen was.
They can't stop him. We know you're getting the ball, and we can't stop you. So you're gonna get your 30.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You might not. You're probably not gonna win, but you're gonna get your 30.
They're not gonna win. They won.
And even lately, but no, lately they've been winning. Lately they've been winning.
Man, look, I'm telling. Watch. I ain't. Anyway, all right, man. Anyway.
I'm
I ain't
just
need no
saying.
support from y'all anyway. The hell with y'all.
I'm just saying the game wasn't all that to me. It was
a
an
good game,
exhibition game.
Ty.
But,
The way
yo.
James Dollar ended it, the way he
No.
ended the game, it was
my
just
God.
like, and the thing was, it was him and Steph Curry going back and forth, just half court. Now, Steph Curry tried to end the game on a half court shot. He missed. Dame Dollar came down the next play, next possession, half court, game over. You know what time it is. Oh, man, that was awesome.
Yo,
I get the showmanship. But I like to see competitiveness. That's me. I like to see competitiveness.
you know
Well,
what?
watch next time the Wizards play.
You know what?
I
I think they were trying to compete. They just didn't have enough firepower.
Hey,
No,
something.
They were hurting.
You
That
know
they
the
could-
East. I mean,
yeah, the
team,
East.
Team Giannis.
Durant.
No, Team Garnett. Not Garnett.
Durant's team.
from Brooklyn.
They didn't
Durant
have.
should have been on the team. Durant should not have been on the team. He damn sure should have been the captain. He ain't played none this year.
But
That I would agree with, sir.
who's the big guy? Who's the big guy that because of COVID tracing he didn't play?
Embiid, Joel Embiid.
Right. So that kind of changed up their game.
Yeah. And not only did they not have Joel Embiid, they didn't have Ben Simmons either in the game. So I don't know both of them on the same
Was he
team.
supposed to be there? Oh yeah, that's right. He was
Both of them, because they both got their hair cut by the barber who had COVID.
Damn, that happened to them too.
Yo, that's why you need to cut your own hair.
All right.
I've been cutting. Look, I started cutting my own hair when I was 14, and I was cutting my teammates' hair at Hampton.
I'm about to say, Chloe, you ain't never get who was your well, you just answered. You was your barber at Hampton. Everybody had their barber.
Listen, I probably cut maybe 6 people's hair in college. Like in grad school, I was cutting like 10 heads. And I remember this guy, this is at Michigan State. I remember this guy called me up and was like, hey, I saw your ad in the lobby. I want a haircut. I'm like, all right, cool. Knock comes by. It was a white boy. And I was just like, so I had to bust out with the comb that I never used before.
Comb and the scissors.
And I was combing his hair, cutting with scissors, lining him up. Man, I ended up cutting that dude's hair every week for an entire school year.
You ain't giving the vanilla ice,
up.
bitch. You gave vanilla ice the parts on the side.
Look, let me just say this. The sisters started looking at him because he had a nice little fade.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
He was hooking them up with the sisters. Exactly.
Yeah.
Hey, let's get into this. Let's get into this question right quick because this is a hell of a topic. That somebody again, people. We don't control what y'all write in. We read it on air. But again, if y'all got a question that y'all want to send in, you can send in your video questions right here, info@re-tv.net. We will get your video questions on air. Ladies, send in your questions. Fellas, we've getting a lot of questions from fellas. Ladies, where y'all questions at? Send in your questions. We used to have questions from ladies all the time sending in their video questions. So ladies, don't forget, send in your video questions, info@re-tv.net. Fellas, we still answering your stuff too. Info@re-tv.net. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button if you have not hit the subscribe button by now, right here on YouTube, Relationship Entertainment Television. Millionaire Man Cave, y'all hit that subscribe button. But ladies,
hey, Ty, you know why we ain't getting no question from women?
What's that?
They on lockdown, man. They on lockdown. They getting that down home BDBO. They getting it.
Hashtag BDBO.
They ain't complaining no more because they tired. Because he do it every day. He want to stick it every. I am so tired. All that stuff I was complaining about is not a problem. Y'all, when the world open back up, we gonna start hearing from our women again. when them dudes can get out and get to their side chicks. Oh yeah, they're gonna be bad. You
So
watch.
you're implying that D and COVID stand for something else, huh?
Exactly.
All right, man. I ain't mean to throw y'all off, man. Let's go there.
No, you're good. So I'm just saying, make sure y'all sending y'all questions. We got it going on tonight, y'all. Right quick. So here we go. Somebody writes in, because nobody ever relates who the hell they are, but this is what they say. What's good, fellas? Okay, so here's a short version. My wife moved down south with our children to better herself. No fault of her own. We've been separated for a bit now. I started seeing someone else. I know, I'm only human. I've known her for about 9 years. It was good at first, but I'm not really into it like I thought I would be. I think about my family every day and every night. It almost haunts me, it seems like. Again, I realize where I effed up at, but I'm not tripping, or am I tripping for missing my family? Even my wife, who can be a bit much, but I'd rather deal with her than any other woman, for real. And as far as Shorty I'm dealing with, I feel like I owe her the truth. I don't know, no clue. What the F am I doing? I'm just trying to be honest at this point. What do y'all think?
So he's not being honest with her. She doesn't know that he has a family. Is that what I'm getting from this?
Based on that, he says he should tell her the truth. I don't know if he's actually told her the truth yet, but he says, I feel like I owe her the truth.
All right, so Tom, I got a clarifying question I need to ask. All right. At the very beginning, I heard you say, he said, now was it his wife at the time or were they dating? He said, my wife moved down south with the kids to better
herself. No fault of her own. Yep. So he's already married.
That's what I mean. No fault of her own. Are they married?
They got separated. Like Donnell said,
they
separated.
She mean no fault of her own. What the fuck?
Because obviously he did something. He effed up. So the topic tonight is, I effed up. Now what? He effed up apparently during somehow she moved out and took the kids with her. So they separated for some time. Now he done hooked up with somebody else. The grass ain't green on the other side. He apparently realized, and he
want that old thing back.
He's like, I'd rather deal with my wife than deal with this other chick and her BS. What should I do, fellas? I'm stuck.
I'm still thinking about it, man. I'm
Honestly,
still putting this together.
First of all, I want him to choke himself for 60 seconds for allowing his wife to leave with those kids, because it sounds like she was testing him. And there's no and to let I don't understand. I don't understand how he could let her leave with his kids. And it's like when he says no fault of her own. So it sounds like he's not telling us everything. That's number one.
Okay. We get that all the time.
So he done effed up. Okay. He done effed up. So he probably allowed her to go so she can like, chill out a little bit. And then he ends up meeting another woman, and he gets involved, and now he's see that I have a problem with this, because it sounds like this other woman is what caused him to start missing his wife and kids. And now I'm wondering if he even deserved his wife and kids.
Wow.
Okay. I'm with you because, like you said, he's done something. Let's be honest, though. We all, in the thought about doing something at some point in time. We didn't, whether we did or whether we didn't, we didn't thought about it at some point in time. But then, like for me, I tell you personally, I know Mike's usually like, I don't get your personal story. Me personally, the reason I don't do nothing most of the time is because I value the my kids and my wife. So because I know what I could potentially lose in my kids and my wife, that prevents me from doing anything stupid that my mind is saying, yo, go do. He didn't think that way, in my opinion. So in my opinion, he's like, yo, he let his little head think with it, rather than with his big head, as the women say. He was like, yo, let me go smash this right quick. I done did this. I like this chick that much. She into me. Let me go ahead and see what this is about. Being selfish, not even thinking about his wife and his kids. Forget his wife. I ain't trying to be rude, but forget his wife. He ain't thinking about his kids. And did his thing, did his dirt. Now, whatever. She left. After she left, and I ain't gonna lie, I've been in a similar situation before. She left, and I was like, he like, damn, I miss my wife and my kids. What I'm gonna do now? And now he want to go back. Like you said, he don't deserve to go back.
Yeah, I got some advice for him. So you know what? Two things. He needs to beg for forgiveness, and he needs to tell her that he wants her back. He wants his family back, and he's going to prove to her that he's worthy of them. And while he's proving that he's worthy of them, he's going to work on himself, and he needs to go to counseling because he needs to figure out why he's been doing what he's been doing. And a lot of black folks, are scared of counseling. And so I'll put my business out there. So last week, I went to my first session with my first therapist. Because because 2020 hit me hard. It hit me hard. I lost my brother, lost my father. I had a lot of loss this year because of COVID and just a lot of other stuff. And so I was carrying that, and it's just like, okay, I have to deal with this. I can't just drown myself in my work. And even though I'm being productive and all that other good stuff, because technically, I was having a lot of wins this year, but I felt guilty about celebrating them because of all the loss.
Right.
So I was just like, man, like my chest is heavy. I'm waking up and I just feel heavy. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, and a lot of people always come to me for advice and stuff. So I was just like, okay, I need to find a professional to talk to. And so I made arrangements. So I'm just going to be, talking with her every once a week, and just dealing with the issues of loss. But the point is, you have to accept the fact that something's not right. You have to own it and say, you know what, I need to fix this. So my advice to him is to tell his woman, his wife, he needs to sit them down. He needs to apologize to them as a family. Apologize and say, I'm going to do better, and I'm going to prove to you that I deserve to be your husband and your father. And so while I'm doing that, I'm going to be working on myself, and I'm going to win my family back, and I'm going to be the best father and the best husband ever. And I'm going to be somebody that you can be proud of. That's my advice to him.
Done. Easier said than done. But go ahead, Mike.
Well, I want to say, and I want to piggyback on that. I think that I want to switch the time frame. I think that he needs to work on himself first, before he goes back, because he doesn't want to step back into that situation and still have a lot to deal with. So he needs to work with himself first, work on himself first, then approach that family and be like, I'm trying to be that man now. I apologize. I feel,
I don't know though, Mike. I don't know though. The reason I say I don't know about that, I agree, But the reason I say I don't know because he may not have that much time.
He don't
He may not
have
have that
time.
much time.
She could meet somebody else.
Right. Once she gone, with a lot of women, once they gone, wait, Mr. Reasonable. Go ahead, Donnell, because you've been thinking too hard, dog.
Hey, look, I'm over here. I'm all the way uncomfortable with, you know what I'm saying, with what you saying. And I say that, listen, I say that to say, like, look, you know, like, yeah, he might have, you know, quote unquote messed up, but at the same time, it's like, what was it about that marriage that got him in that space? Like, you know, we can say all day, like, yeah, I miss. Yeah, you probably miss your family, but at the same time, it's like he was probably miserable before he got in that place. You know,
could be.
You know, as I will probably agree with you, therapy definitely will help, but you know, at the same time, like it doesn't. I won't sit up here and say it doesn't matter where, you know, they are in terms of the kids, that he will, you know, always be their father. Like I feel like, you know, you definitely got an upper hand when you know, around the corner versus, you know, in a whole different state. But you're always going to be their father. But, you know, in terms of the marriage, like I think they probably need to seek marriage counseling. They probably need to seek individual counseling as well.
Yeah, I understand. Time is
you
of
know,
the essence. Time is of the essence.
Man, I refuse. Let me tell you something. I mean, I get it. You know, when you decided to say I do is we, but at the same time, like I don't know that I'm like, life's too short to be living it miserable. True. That's just me.
Right.
But guess what? He could be miserable by himself, meaning he might be the problem. It's not them.
We don't know that.
Right. So he has to deal with that.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
So
but
my take
is happiness is within. You know, no one else should be able to make you happy. It was supposed to make you happy.
That's right.
Yeah, my biggest takeaway was from when he said, my wife and my kids moved away down south, not to a fault of her own. So evidently that tells me he did something real. He out there. All right. Now, if you know you out there and what you did was made for a woman to leave you and take your kids away from you, ooh, man, that is something. So for me, dog, don't ask your folks, don't ask your wife nothing. Don't ask your kids nothing. Don't ask them to come to you. Don't you do none of that. What you got to do is, I agree with a lot of people that say it. If it's me and my wife and kids, then move somewhere else. I'm not trying to beg you to come back to me. You know what I'm doing? I'm coming to you. I'm living in the closest house in the vicinity that I can. I'm not asking you, can I do stuff for you? I'm showing up. I'm cutting the damn grass. I'm washing. Hell, you can skeet windows from the outside. I'm skeeting the windows. I'm power washing the driveway. I'm washing your car. You will have to call the police to stop me. And when they get there, I'm gonna be like, look, this is my ex-wife. These are my kids. I'm not a creeper. I want them back, but I need to show them, like a lot of people have said, that I am worthy. I need to be working on myself, because guess what? Whatever you did to drive them away, bro, you got to do 3 times just as much.
See, you got to do 10 times just as much.
For them, because your bank account, emotional bank account is unbalanced with those people.
But that might not
they
be
can't
the case.
count on
like,
you.
I feel like, you know, when some people move away to better themselves, they either have an opportunity or they're going somewhere where they can get a support system, especially when kids are involved.
Yeah, but in the marriage, though, Donnell, in the marriage,
she sound like she left for a support system. She probably got a better job.
Mm-hmm.
And he was effing up.
And he got to show that he needs to pull that weight. He got to show he pulled that weight, man. Now,
wait.
I don't know what it was that he did that drove her away, but I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm with Tony. There's no way you're gonna leave me. I'm not gonna let you leave in the first place. You're not leaving. At that point, you know, man, I've been married 21
Black,
years. And
Black, right quick. Dude found somebody else. So it wasn't like he was too concerned about the fact that she left.
Man, let me tell you something.
That's not true.
He was lonely.
Here's something about that dude.
Yeah.
Here's something about that dude. He never found nobody else. He found another hole to hit. That's all he found. He ain't found nobody else. He found everybody got. Hey, I told y'all 1,000 times. The poet's rat got more than one hole. Hey, he was hitting her. And when she stopped appeasing his appetite, he was like, you know what? I want to wake up and see my kids again. I want to be with that woman that I want to just sleep with. I mean, look, he know he done messed up, dog. He done messed up. That other woman ain't nothing. He keep talking about shit. He ain't nothing. He will never be able to understand a woman in his life. He got to change. He got to get off his ass and start doing something, man. He's a self-enabler. He's a person who lies to himself and believes his own lies.
So how many people? So
you
answer
think
me this
so?
thing. How many people do y'all know takes that much deep evaluation of themselves, especially after they done screwed up, to be like, oh yeah, I need therapy, I need counseling now, this, that, and the third. Like Tony said,
Hey, let me tell you what,
most, especially men.
Ty, I guarantee. See, what he needs to do is get off social media. This is what messed him up. See, when the wife left, the kid left, he was like, go on then. Get the hell on. I don't need you. I got Delicious from down at the Red Velvet. So he hitting Delicious from the Red Velvet. He knocking it out. She loving it. All right. Delicious and left. This ain't the only girl with. He go jump from woman to woman. But what he does is messes up and look at Facebook, and he looks at his wife's Facebook page, and she done traded in that escort. And now she got that Lexus. He looking at his kids. Well, hell, they couldn't read when they was with him. Now they on the road. Now he broke his hell, and he like, I need that back. I need that back. I want that because, damn it, he messed up. That's his problem. He need to get out. He on social media, man. He shouldn't have seen them pictures.
But you know what?
You should have seen her in them heels in that sequence, like Donnell say, them stockings.
If he took the time to write in, that means he knows something's not right. He took the time he took the time to say, you know what? This is what's going on in my life, and I'm missing my wife and my kids, and I got this. He knows something's not right. So that's a start.
It is. Yep. Yeah.
And there you have it.
Yeah. I agree, man. I agree.
Now you look like you're thinking, dog. Now you look like you're thinking.
So as I could agree with you, and I won't say I fully disagree.
As I could agree.
Is that right? Exactly.
It's what I won't. You sound like a Republican, man. Go ahead. Come on, Senator.
It's a situation. It's a situation where, it hits way too close to home for me. You know what I'm saying? And to be honest with you, marriage aside, like I know for me, like I never wanted to be like a part-time father, right? Even though I consider myself like that, that dad, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't get to see my kids every day. Right. And I think I probably went through a period where I was like, could I, try to make this work? But where did that leave me in that? Where did that leave her in that? And not thinking about, how that may impact the kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, our kids, they pick up, what they see in a household.
Okay.
So
I'm with you, Donnell. I feel you because that's the one thing you and I got in common. We've been in that relationship before. We've had kids with someone else before, and that's why I say I've been in that position where I ain't gonna say I was this dude, But I've pretty much been this dude where, for those who know me, who know my situation, yeah, we was living in one area and my wife decided to move with the kids. And like y'all said, I had to make the decision to, is this what I want? Because if this is what I want, then yeah, I gotta go do what I need to go do to make my stuff work.
Right, but what I'm trying to say in a nutshell, Ty, again, is life is choices, right? And I chose not to pursue or make up or whatever it is that you want to say or call it, because I didn't want to be miserable for the rest of my life.
Oh, goddamn right, I agree with you.
Yeah,
I agree with you.
Even though again, I battled with could I be on child support? Would I not see my kids every day? Like all those things played in my mind.
People don't think for whatever reason down there. Like I said, I've been there. I'm with you 110%. I had those same thoughts and feelings, which is the reason why I'm unfortunately, I say unfortunately, but not unfortunately. With my first wife again, I didn't get married to get divorced. Like, who does that? Who gets married to get divorced? But at the end of the day, right, are you happy? And because it doesn't make sense to stay around for just the sake of the kids. You can be
some people stay around just to say that they don't have to pay out of pocket.
Right. But you want to be cognizant because you want to be in there, you want to be in your kids' lives. So those things go through our minds when it's like, okay, am I sacrificing my happiness for the relationship for my kids? Am I sacrificing, trying to make this work with my wife versus my, we go. So Donnie, I feel you 110%. I get you, dude.
So, hey, something drove him away too. Something like Donnell was saying earlier, something drove him away too, to be in the situation that he's in. So that's why I said that
he made dry head. It was just dry. It wasn't good.
He's got to work on himself. He's got to work on himself first, because she may not be the one for him. He may come back. He may come back after he's worked on himself and say, she's really not for me, but those kids are. So, then you have to make the decision of what to do from there. Mind blown, right?
Right. I mean, that's what I was trying to convey in a nutshell. I mean,
I feel you down there, because I had the question too. I was coming to now. Does he want to get back with his wife for his kids? Or do he want his wife and his kids? Or does he feel that the only way he can get to his kids, he got to be with his wife? In order to get back.
He misses that stability.
Those scenarios too. So yeah, I feel you on that, bro. I feel you on that.
He misses the stability of it. That's what he misses. He misses the stability of being married and having the kids. Right now, he doesn't. And so he's missing that. But he has to figure out for himself, is she the one to be stable with?
Hey, I mean, the wisest advice that I can give, homeboy, is work on you, focus on your kids. That's it. Don't take relationship out of it. And if it's meant to be, it ain't nothing that she can do, he can do about it. It's gonna work out.
So that means he needs to go to them and sit his wife and his kids down and have a conversation and say, listen, this is what's going on with me. I'm going to be in therapy. I'm working on myself, but I want you to know that I'm still here. I'm still going to come visit. I'm still present. I'm still a call away. I'm FaceTime. I'm this and that. I'm your daddy. Okay. And I'm working on myself, and I'm going to be here. Now, I don't know if your mom and I are going to ever be together as a couple again. I don't know, but I know one thing: I'm your daddy, and that's not ever going to change.
Damn
because
right.
I'm gonna tell you this: kids don't forget. Kids don't forget, and the longer you go, away from them kids, the worse you're gonna get. Now, the thing is this: I do not have any children. Now, I got 7 nieces and nephews, but I am the product of a father not being there. So I'm speaking on that side of it.
Okay.
A father not being there, a father not doing what they're supposed to do for me.
Yeah, that's a lot of stuff you gotta keep. That's a lot of stuff all in general, like you said, that you have to think about. That a lot of, in my opinion, women don't think we think about those things, and we be like, we out,
Right.
we not happy,
Right.
we out. Women generally be like, oh, he was letting this dick think for him, and that, and he out. Da, da, da. No, so a lot of us, like, you know, especially who have kids and who truly want to be in our kids' lives, we think about those type of things. We think about the effect that it may have on our children growing up. My parents was divorced. I divorced. I think about, you know, what I went through as for coming up in a household where my parents were separated, this, that, and the third. About my kids when I chose to leave my, you know, when me and my wife separated. I thought about that.
But I think about at least, you know, because again, I think women just think differently, right? They're just wired differently. Like, I feel like for those guys who sleep with other women, but then try to make it work with, you know, their girlfriend or wife, you know, they wasn't thinking, because if they did, like, it shouldn't be like, you know, a hard conversation. Well, it is a hard conversation. Like, if you didn't want to be with them no more, then don't be with them. I mean, right. that's it. You know, it's one of those things where if you cheat and you get caught, oh well, you know what I mean? Like,
who think like that though, Donnell? Who think? Nobody think like that.
But I'm just saying, it's a lot of
Unless
guys
you're
that
reasonable,
get caught and then be trying to work it out. It's if they didn't think about the consequences.
That was a good one, Mike. That was a good one. He ain't catch that one.
No, man, ain't nobody think about no. Look, man. Look, I'm gonna tell you the truth, man. When you got a guy who in a relationship and he know he with a solid relationship, if he get out there and cheat, it's only a few reasons, man. He just look. First of all, it didn't got boring at the house. He just want that freaky freak. He want that thing out. He want it hanging. He want to talk. He wants a lava slinging everywhere.
BDBO.
He want that. He want a BDBO. That's what he want. He want that BDBO. And you know, when he get there, sometimes he's like, oh man, I thought I missed it. I don't miss that. Let me go take my ass home. And a lot of times it's like that, man. But in this dude case, man, whatever he's doing out there, he got caught with it. He must got caught, because he must. I'm saying he got caught. She left. So now he's still doing it. Now he realized, man, I shouldn't have did that. But
Black, you bring up a very good point. I told my wife this. I said, and correct me if I'm wrong, unless y'all think otherwise. When a dude get caught and he really realized or recognized what he had in the first place, you ain't got to worry about that man never cheating again.
At least 15 years.
Yeah.
If he realized what he had, he like, damn, I done got caught. And I realized that, damn, I'm really about to lose my kids. I'm really about to lose my wife. And it really wasn't worth it for this chick over here who ain't had no good cat in the first place. I was looking at her.
Real talk.
She thick as a mug. And I looked at it. I'm like, I want to hit it. Now I hit it and realize she ain't all that in the first place. And I'm about to lose that for this.
That's real talk, Ty. Real talk.
She had good cat, but he realized good cat wasn't better than good wife.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
My point is, I'm getting ready to lose this for this right here. I guarantee you that dude would not cheat again, especially if he got caught. Trust me, if he say he's sorry, the ninja's sorry. The dude's sorry.
Honestly, let me tell you something.
All right.
If it was good, then it could still be good. So you need to up your game. You need to up your imagination, your creativity. All right.
Hey, Comax, I'm gonna fight you on that, dog, because my creativity can get a bit out there, and people may not want to go with me.
So that's when you purchase.
Because I'm out there.
So that's when you purchase the edibles and you go on that nice little vacation. And what happens over there stays over there.
Key word is vacant. You know what? Me and
Ty. Why I gotta stay over there? Why I gotta stay over there?
Right, Donnell.
No. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's something about vacation coochie that is different than
Man. Say that again for the people in the back that didn't catch that the first time.
It's a difference in it's a different person. It's like you with somebody else.
You be going on vacation every month.
Country. And I'm telling you, and I'm like, man, I'm so mad about these travel restrictions because I'm like,
hey, Tony, if I could, I would, bro. If I could go on vacation every other month with my wife, I would. Because Black is telling he ain't told a lie yet. That vacation coochie is completely different. Completely different than at home. Like Donnell said, why I gotta stay over there? Let it come home with you.
Hey.
Yeah.
No
I'm just saying down there, it's different, dog. I don't know what the hell I have, but they just turned back to
different down there.
Y'all better create them. Y'all better create them damn staycations
though. They ain't worried about. They not doing their 9 to 5. They not worried about kids. You know what I'm saying? If it's just you and her, like it's whatever.
It puts her in a different zone.
Right.
Yeah. And women, they need to be in the zone. So it puts them in a different zone. That's why that vacation is always going to be better.
You think you hit them across the head with a bat, they get in a different zone, and maybe think they.
Hey, if you give them amnesia,
they're in Paris.
You give them amnesia.
One of my close friends, he was voicing the same thing. And listen, I'm a creative, okay? So I'm a creative and I'm a freaky motherfucker. Can I say that?
Hey, I was about to say that's his way of saying he's a freak.
So I created this list. I said, listen, this is what you need to do. Blah, 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 blah. He was like, all right, I'm gonna do that. And so basically, long story short, I was telling him, take all this responsibility off of her. You know what I'm saying? Cater to her so she can freaking relax. Take that so she can just take her hair off and just relax and just find her damn zen, a peace of mind. You know what I'm saying? So now it's just like she's chill, and now she can slip back into herself, and that's what I'm gonna call it's herself because if y'all did that before, it's still there. It's just she's just wrapped up into being mom, being boss lady, just being the superwoman, and we expect Black women to be superwoman. All right, so now, all right, hey baby, you know what? We about to strip you of all that superwoman stuff, and I just want you to be this person right here, and I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of it. And honestly, you want that vacation coochie, then you need to be doing that shit anyway. You need to be divvying up that stuff anyway. In my opinion, that's my humble opinion.
I feel you on that, and I've heard that a million times. However, I really feel like in order for that to work, she has to allow it. You know what I'm saying? Meaning like she has to disengage from life. And sometimes you can cook, you can clean, you can kick the kids to bed, but she might be thinking about something else that might be on her plate. Like she has to detach herself from life. Like
and you have to be a Jedi.
Nah.
Yeah. You do.
You have to be a Jedi.
I feel you. But
I want to hear that the Jedi because I'm gonna say that Jedi. Go ahead. Dog.
Yeah, what I'm saying, honestly, it's like you got to go above and beyond. I already know this. You got to be a freaking Jedi warrior and put that Jedi mind trick on her. You got to do that because that's what it takes. We got to men. We got to go above and beyond if you want to tap into that.
That's true.
Hey man, let me tell you how I did the Jedi mind trick today, man. Okay, check this out.
Don't give your secrets away, Black. Don't give your secrets away.
No, I gotta tell you, it happened today, man. Now we're gonna know how it worked after this show. When I go back upstairs. So we'll find out. But last night, my wife comes to me and says, "Hey, our daughter has an appointment at 8:30," and I was like, "What? No, I can't do it. I can't do it. I got a commercial situation tomorrow, and I have to be here, and I got to do this." So instantly, when I said that to her, And so the thing was, it's a my daughter had braces, and she got them for 18 months, and you have to go intervals for getting a check. It was just a check. So in my mind, that appointment ain't that important. But in my wife's mind, an appointment is an appointment.
Right.
Yes.
In my mind was, shit, the teeth ain't gonna fall out, the braces gonna still be there, and they still gonna charge us the same goddamn price. So I ain't tripping. So I told her, no, I'm not doing it. I'll reschedule tomorrow morning. So that was my first mess up. That was my mess up. Okay, I messed up right there. But all night, my mind was dreaming like, you gotta take this damn girl to this damn appointment tomorrow, right?
Yep.
So then I woke up and I was like, you know what? She ain't giving no hug, no kiss, or nothing this morning. I said, okay, cool. She ticked. I know she ain't gonna tell me. She said, have a great day. I was like, I started throw some socks at her, stuff like that. But what I did, we got it over. Just so happened my brother-in-law is living with us right now till he get his house built. He's building a house in Maryland. I was like, hey, yo, brother-in-law, hey, look, man, take your niece to this doctor's appointment. I got to go to another city for an appointment that I can't miss on a commercial project that I got. I got to do it. He takes her. So when she gets home, I hit her with, she went to her appointment today, and I took care of everything we got taken care of. So now she's like, all day she was pissed because she thought it wasn't going to happen. But now I made it happen. So now I'm about to go see how well it happened.
You are Obi-Wan. You are Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan Kenobi.
All right.
So that is, you got to be doing. I ain't gonna call her. I did not call her doing it. As soon as I came up with the solution, I did not call her to tell her, no, brother, I'm gonna take her. I did not. I let her go the whole day thinking that I did not.
No.
And then at the end, when she got home, I was like, oh yeah, Micah did her appointment today. All taken care of.
Guys, this is the example of the Jedi mind trick. Black just did. He was a Jedi. He was a Jedi. That's what I'm talking about right there.
You got to do it, man. You got to take them to the brink of think where they in is despair, and then you become. Because guess what, fellas? Women want to be saved. They dream of when they're a little girl of the perfect husband, the perfect marriage, the perfect everything. Everything about them has been perfect, and it's always that story of. Rapunzel. Oh, I was locked in the castle. I was about to die. Snow White. Oh, I was about to. I was going to stay dead forever. And then it's like it's so this dire situation. Then somebody come in and save the day. Do not ever ruin your moment to save the day and be the hero.
Provide, profess, and protect.
Exactly.
Oh, say it again, Tony.
Provide, profess, and protect.
And protect. I like that. That's what's up.
That's what women are taught. They're raised to believe that and expect that. And so as men, we have to figure out, okay, what's comfortable for me in providing that. It's like, okay, am I with the right woman and
man, put your church hand down,
and figuring that thing out.
Now look at down there about to blow.
Down there had his church hand up. He was like,
because
down there. What's up, man? What's up?
I would agree with some women, not all women. Not all
right.
women.
No, not all.
Okay.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
I'm about to say,
no.
Whatever Black did, that wouldn't work for me. And that's me keeping it 100.
Yeah, see, that's what I'm talking about. A Jedi warrior is going to figure out what's best for him. You understand? Like you can't just pull out all the Jedi tricks and be like, okay, I'm gonna do this and this and that. No, you got to figure out what's best for your woman.
Okay,
that's an individual thing. That's an individual thing.
Yeah, that's right.
But the main point is, You have to
hold on, Black.
produce.
Yes. So my thing is, and we'll go back to protect. Okay. So men are naturally supposed to be protector. Women naturally want to be protected. But what I've had to learn is that protection comes in all different types of categories. It could be protection of time. It could be protection of her sanity. It could be protection of anything. Protection comes in a lot of levels. And so as men, we have to be prepared and we have to learn our women, like Tony was saying, we have to learn our women to know where that protection needs to come up and where we can go to bat and pull out that Jedi, what's it called? The lightsaber?
Jedi mind
pull
trick.
out that light. Yeah, or the Jedi mind trick, whatever. But we could be that Jedi warrior for her. We have to learn our women.
Damn, I was never really a Star Wars fan, so.
Well, that's one thing. That's something that I had to learn because, with me dating and stuff, I've been in like long relationships and stuff, and I had to, and I had to learn that, you know what, I'm not willing to do the Jedi mind trick on you. I'm not willing to be that Jedi for you. That means you're not the right
You're not
person.
the one.
You're not worthy.
You're not the one. Like they told Neo. They said Neo in the Matrix, you're the one. Well, you know what? You're not the one. Right. And I'm not going to go out of my way to provide, profess, and protect. I'm not going to do that. Yeah. Because you're not the one, and I'm sorry. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be upfront with you. I'm going to let you know so you can find that person for you. But I'm not going to be bullied and forced into doing that for you when it's not natural for me because you're not the one.
And that's what brings us back. That's what brings us back to that question. That's what brings us back to that person. That guy, he has to figure that out too.
Yeah.
He has to know for himself, is she the one who is worthy? Like Donnell said, you're not worthy. He has to figure that out. Is she worthy?
What's most important? I mean, I hope our women counterparts are listening to this because they always get the point of they want to know what if I'm the freak, the man dog. What makes me get married? Because on our women's show, they asked us that. Well, what is it that about y'all? And what we talking about right now is that when you make us go past the third level, the fourth level, the fifth level, and keep going to any level we got to until we get you at where we want you, you're not the one. You're not the one. And sometimes women just can't handle that situation. And I always tell women, stop looking for every guy you meet to be your husband. That ain't gonna happen.
Yes.
Every man you meet and give your number and y'all go out on a date and you got chemistry and it feel good. He is not your husband. And men don't think like that. And
y'all laughed earlier. You laughed earlier when I told you I was talking to my homegirl and she wrote a book called Anyway, Father God, I Want a Boyfriend. I Want a Boyfriend. That was the name of her book. Anyway, Father God, I Want a Boyfriend. Because she realized that every dude that she meets will not be her husband.
Hey, man, can you put that across the screen? I'm trying to see how that would look. Like, we're going to probably run out of letters. It won't even work.
Show the book. Do you have a copy of the book?
I got a soft copy. Hold on, right quick.
Hey, sis, we're gonna pump you up. We're gonna make some fun of you, but that's a long goddamn name. What you saying? Lord God, Father, please help me, Lord. Give me a man anyway, please.
Eddie Murphy falling down the steps in that comedy special. Lord Jesus, help me, God. Lord Jesus, help me. Help me, God. Lord.
Hey, what y'all think about Coming to America, the sequel?
I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, you ain't seen it? I liked it.
I watched it twice to make sure that I I was right the first time that I didn't like it.
Seriously.
Okay. Now,
My-
were
And-
you Tony? Were you
And I-
comparing it to the first one though?
No. And normally I don't talk about other filmmakers or anything like that out in public or anything. I don't want to be critical, but I will say this. And I love Eddie Murphy. I love Wesley Snipes. I love Arsenio Hall. I love all these characters. But I have a problem when the director and the writers of all these black characters are white. And so now the nuances of blackness,
Put it on big screen, Ty.
the things of comedy, of just the little things, they're missed. And forget about the being politically correct, because I feel like, you know what, maybe because the director is white, maybe because the writers are white, and even though they brought in Kenya Barris to do the rewrite or whatever, and he's the creator of Blackish, I just feel like there was because of the culture now, you can't be politically incorrect, so you can't go across this line, so now you got the director and the writers being safe, and they don't know the nuances of freaking black comedy. And I feel like Eddie, now Wesley talked about, he was doing a lot of improvisation and stuff like that, and I could tell Wesley was having a good time. He was just doing this and that, because Wesley can do comedy, he can do drama, he can do action. Wesley can do everything. But Eddie just looked uncomfortable. He just looked like, like it's time to wake up and go punch the clock, and I'm gonna go and work this 8-hour shift, and then I'm gonna go home, and I'm and then I might watch my favorite program, and then I'm gonna go to sleep, and I'm gonna wake up and I'm gonna do it again. And it was a lot of things that were missed. And so I'm watching it, and I'm just like, all these funny comedians in this film, and I can't freaking laugh. There's nothing to laugh about. And who is this young man that's playing his son? I looked him up, and this guy, I'm just like, this was the best choice. It just fell flat for me. And I went in with no expectations.
Okay.
I get what you're saying, Tony, because that's the problem with people. I'm related to sports, as Black always does. When people build these super teams and they expect these super teams to go and win 20 million, 50,000 championships, I felt that way a little bit about Coming to America too. But I liked it as a whole. There was like so many comedians in there. There was a part where I just really just didn't feel connected, because it was like, all right, I'm expecting, based on who's in it, I'm expecting more than what I got. But overall, I don't know if that was part of me also relating it to Coming to America 1. And I was kind of, with that expectation of, this got to be at least live up to Coming to America, 1. I don't know.
Thing is this.
Didn't Eddie have the full say so on this?
That I do not know.
Say that my next question to you, Tony, because when you say that about Eddie, it says, what I'm hearing you say is, everyone is expecting me to make a Coming to America 2. This is not how I want to do it, but the money is here, so I'm going to do it. And this is not my best effort. And I'm going to sleepwalk through this thing. Is that what you're saying?
Listen, I really hope that wasn't the situation. I saw that Eddie had 3 daughters in the film, and the middle daughter it's his actual daughter.
Actual daughter, yeah.
So he got to put his daughter on, which she was great. I thought she was. I like all the daughters. Like I like watching the girls. I like watching them because they were new.
Excellent parts.
They were new. They were just like, okay, all right, great. And then his wife, I just felt like she had I felt like she had like these constraints on her. And then thank God for Tracy Morgan, because when Tracy Morgan came in, I was like, thank God for the ignorant uncle off the block from Queens, because he, him and Leslie Jones, them acting a fool. It was just like, oh, thank God they're there. And then Arsenio, I heard that Arsenio said he really didn't want to do it, but he felt like the people wanted it so bad that he felt obligated to do it.
From my understanding, though, Tony, they rewrote the script a couple times. From my understanding,
you know what? They should have rewrote it a few more times. and then this is what I don't understand. And trust me, this is what I understand. And I'm going to connect it with football. You look at, like, Shannon Sharp pointed out that Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers wants to speak out on, Eric Bieniemy not getting the opportunity to be a head coach. Well, you are a head coach, and you're just about your entire coaching staff is white. Your offensive coordinator is white. Your defensive coordinator is white. Your special teams coach is white. So whose opportunity? You're not giving anybody an opportunity. But you look at who won the Super Bowl. You look at Arias, and
he has damn near his whole squad is black.
Defensive coordinator black. Offensive coordinator black. Special team coordinator black. So when I see these A-list black stars who are also the producers on these films, why aren't you giving these young, experienced, talented black filmmakers an opportunity to come on and help you shine? Why are you hiring some 50-something-year-old white dude? What do you owe him? That's what I don't understand. Is it
a network situation though? Is it a network situation? Because from my understanding, even in the first Coming to America, they wanted it to be an all black film, all black cast. But Paramount came back around and was like, "Nah, we're not about to have an all black cast. You have to have somebody white in this cast." And they had to put Louis Anderson in. Who's the funniest white dude we know? Louis Anderson. All right,
Louis Anderson.
So my thing is this.
That they can afford.
This is when you have to be Colin Kaepernick, okay? So if you don't want to, if you keep turning down doing Coming to America 2, I don't want to do it, and they keep throwing money at you, that's when you have to stop and say, okay, you know what? I'm going to throw $5 million back at you, and I want this director. I want that young black director right there. He's funny. He's talented. I want him to direct this film. And here I'm throwing $5 million back at you and pay him that money. And I want him
like
to direct
Jordan Peele or somebody.
Okay, no. Jordan Peele is established. I'm talking about a young, funny director that needs his opportunity that has been.
Oh, goddamn, Tony Clomax! I direct bitch.
But my point is somebody that knows the nuances of black comedy. Now, I don't understand. Now the thing about this is the guy who directed Coming to America 2 directed Dolomite Is My Name.
Yeah.
Okay. So he had that with him then.
He had that with Eddie. Yeah.
Yeah.
So all right, that's your boy. Okay. All I'm gonna say is this: I love Eddie. I love Will Smith. I love Jada Pinkett. But it says something that Brad Pitt hires more black directors on his productions than the names that I just mentioned. And I'm gonna leave it at that.
Wow.
I'm gonna
Okay.
hit that, man. I'm gonna hit that. So I don't know if it's messed up thinking or reverse thinking, but do you think? And I understand what you're saying, man. I understand exactly what you're saying. And because like for me, okay, let me tell you something. I own a company, and I'm gonna be honest with you. I have really, my employees are mixed. They it ain't all black,
That's
and
okay.
I have done that, going all out with all. And it's not a race thing; it's an individual thing. That I'm saying that's all I want to say. For me, what I'm trying to make the point of I don't want nobody to think, oh, it's a black thing or a white thing or a different culture thing. No, this is an individual thing. Of the individuals that I have hired, I have purposely tried to hire blacks.
And they're your employees.
Yeah.
They're your employees. The director of a film, is the leader. It's the creative leader of this thing, this script. That I'm gonna take this script and I'm gonna interpret this script and I'm gonna see this vision through. I'm going to guide these talented actors and help them perform this funny script. And if the script isn't funny in certain parts, it is my responsibility as a director to make it funny. I'm going to tweak this performance. I'm going to let this actor improv some because they're talented. These are talented actors. I'm going to let them improv something and give the editor something to work with in the editing room so we can have an outstanding drop dead funny film. Now, granted, filmmaking, just like music, it's very subjective.
Right.
And this film has been very splitsy. There are people who love it, and then there are people who hate it. And then there are people who say, it was okay, hey. It was almost like going to homecoming and you hooked up with the girl that you were like fiending over all during college.
It's
and
the
it was
best homecoming ever.
And it was okay. So you go back home, it's like, yeah, it was okay. Yeah, I hooked up. It was okay. You'll never remember that shit again. It was okay. Who wants okay? No, I want great.
You won't go looking for it next year, homecoming.
So my thing is this, and I don't want anybody coming at me or anything like that and saying who the hell does Tony Clomax think he is and this and that. This is just my opinion. It's subjective.
And that's what Millionaire M.A.N came about, baby. It's about your opinion. What you eat don't make me shit. Exactly. That is it. I actually like the movie, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I like the movie. And this is my perspective. Now, I'm gonna give him the benefit of the doubt. I don't think he was putting his best foot forward, or what you're saying to a certain extent. You're giving me ammunition for what I was thinking. If he just wanted to be stupid and make it, my wife did not like it.
Really? Okay.
She was like, nah, I don't like it. Me, I was like, man, it was stupid as hell, man. I mean, it made me. I looked into the situations because for me, I try to take every situation I can in movies and say, do I know a situation like this? And it was a couple of situations. Yes, I do know. Just like that in that, like Tracy Morgan is one of my cousins. I'm very serious. And Lisa Jones is my auntie.
Leslie Jones. Leslie. You know her name, Leslie Jones.
Well, what the I don't even know my auntie name either. We call my auntie a little bit. I ain't never know her real name. Shit.
But the thing that now my next question is, did you laugh?
I did.
Yeah, I did. I would say I did laugh, but it was for me, it was the familiarity of situations in my life that I laughed, and I was like, whoa, because See, in my life, I've seen one of my uncles take care of a kid that he knew probably wasn't his kid.
Mm-hmm.
And I've seen a guy come back. Now, in this situation, I have two friends, two personal friends, and one of them in my wedding, and the other was my best friend. He couldn't make because he was playing NFL football. Is that after at least 18 years, they found out they had a kid.
Mm.
So that hit me. I was like, oh, this shit funny as shit. I want to call these guys right now and joke on them about it. But it might not be the right thing to do because it's so for me, it was
Wait. Hey, Black, right quick. Funny story, true story. My son said to me, about not the right thing to do. I want to punch him in his throat. The other day, we go into the store, and I'm like, I forgot my damn wallet at home. And I'm driving. I'm like, shit, I ain't got my wallet. I ain't got no money. My son said, oh, don't worry, Daddy, I got it. I said, okay. I said, well, wait, you ain't working. Where you get money from? You quit your job. Where you get money from? So, ha. You paid me. I paid you. What you mean I paid you? Remember, you pay me once a month. I was like, you in your damn throat.
Oh, he put an alimony on your ass.
Like, I chop you in your throat. You think get that child support. So you pay me once a month.
But you know what? But you know what? You know what?
Damn one of them motherfuckers.
Sharing is caring. He paid it back. He paid it forward. So
Yeah.
So I would have been like, I would have dapped him up like, all right, son, and kissed him on his forehead. But like, all right,
give back.
You know what,
Way
Ty?
to give back.
You know what, Ty? Next month, if it ain't coming out directly, it would not get there on the first. That motherfucker get there on the fifth. I'm making him sweat.
No. Well, he's using it wisely. That's a good thing.
Exactly.
Hey, he's getting it because a lot of women don't give their kids all that child support. So, he's getting it. That's a good thing.
He get half of it. He get half of it. And you're right, Curtis. Exactly. I do pay his ass once a month. And it's crazy because I actually pay him a lot more than that, but whether he know it or not, he got savings and everything else. But I would have chopped him in his throat when he said that to me. I was like, man, kick this dude in his little ass.
Yeah, that is, man, your kids, they can cripple you sometime, man. And that's why you love them so hard, man. So, man, I had my daughter and my son working with me one time. And my son, he kept working with me, but my daughter, she stopped. And I was like, hey, what's up? Why you ain't working with me no more? She said, for what? I'm going to get the money anyway. And I started to slap them braids out her head. But she was so right. She was like, what I got to work for? You give me money anyway.
So she didn't want to learn. She didn't want to learn what you had to share with her.
Oh, hell no.
Nope.
She ain't trying to hear all that.
But your son wanted to learn.
No, he quit too.
Oh, damn.
He was like, I got a younger sister that might be smarter than me, so I'm gonna listen to her. I know he gonna pay me too. So shit, Hey, PlayStations. Hey, I'm gonna say how messed up as parents we are. My son told me he wanted to buy his own PlayStation. Got his own money. That I did not pay him. He got when I got a job, does his own stuff. But my dumb ass turned around and said, no, I ain't gonna let him buy his own PlayStation 5. I can't give him that much power. So it's a power thing to me. So we gonna buy that.
I'm gonna say, then you the idiot in that situation, dog.
Yeah, I'm an asshole. I'm an asshole in this situation. I'm the only one getting jerked around here. And he realized it like, okay, you buy that, you buy something else. So I'm like, look, man, kids ain't shit. That's my point.
Hey, but you're right.
They make you proud later.
But you're right, they do make you proud later. But yo, they hold no cut cause they say whatever to come to the damn top of their mind. They just like, he like, yo, you pay me once a month. I'm like, God dog. And then black kids talk about you gonna pay me anyway. They know better. We the ones that don't know better.
And see, when they know, when people know they got a good man in the house, man, I'm telling, man, look, I'm almost convinced that after this show, if I walk out my man cave right now and left, my kids would not recognize I was gone until Friday.
Mm.
Because that's pizza day.
Wow.
They want some damn pizza and they want some eat out. Hey, where you at?
I got a question. By a show of hands, I look like I'm frozen. By a show of hands, how many of you guys have daughters?
We all do.
Okay.
Yep.
How many of you guys would like for your daughters to date someone like you?
I wouldn't mind.
Fuck no. Hey, look,
You
I
want to
am
date.
Daniel hesitated like shit. Daniel said,
Now I teach her. Now I'm gonna have to teach her because she's gonna have to learn to how to handle a guy like me. Because I bring some crazy shit sometimes.
I think that's what I was trying to say, Mike. I didn't say it right. So please disregard my last comment that I said. Can you delete this off the air? Is this live? I mean, if it's live,
Yeah,
can
we
you like
still live.
rewind time back? I did not mean to say that. No. What I'm trying to say is yes. But here's the deal. Here's a real deal. And everybody, when they hear this, see, my daughter is the female version of me. So I kind of feel for the dude. And that's
Okay.
true. I feel for the dude.
Okay.
Hey, Donnell, why you hesitate, dog? You hesitated like you was like, I don't know if I want my daughter to date somebody like me or not.
Because I have I'm still learning, you know what I'm saying, to be patient. I'm still you know, it's a lot with me, you know.
Okay.
So
That's deep.
I'm gonna say
That's
this
deep.
though. That is deep. That is deep.
Hey, Clomax. Clomax. Hey, you cannot keep disowning them illegitimate kids you had from Bolton Hall. Look, let me tell you something, man. Them kids is you gonna pay your ass off, man. So stop saying you ain't got no kids.
Listen, I know I ain't got no kids, but I'll tell you this. My nieces, I got a niece who is a doctor. She's a clinical forensic psychologist.
Okay.
I have another niece who is a year away from getting her PhD from USC in social work. And then I have another niece who she's in the medical industry. She's still in school, but she's working with elderly people. And the thing that I desire for them, you know, they're all successful, but I want them to find love. I want them to find a quality man that matches what they bring to the table, but also that's going to.
He can't match it. He got to exceed it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like, at least match what they bring to the table, but also say, you know what? I'm going to celebrate you. I am going to protect you. I'm going to be your biggest cheerleader. And nobody's going to be cheering louder than me.
Right.
And,
I agree.
And I really desire that for my nieces.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at them, you know, I've lived with them since they were young. I've had them, I've taken care of them and all of that. So I know I'm their uncle, but I look at them like I'm their father as well. And I desire the best for them. And even though they're excelling career-wise, I want them to have a family. I want them to have a mate. And I don't want them to be alone.
Right.
So okay. I know y'all keep clowning my homegirl because I'm gonna keep plugging her shit. Anyway, Father God,
ain't nobody clowning her, man. That's a long ass goddamn title.
Nah, but to Tony's point, that's pretty much what she's looking for in this book that she created.
Hey,
she
man.
literally go ahead, Donnell.
Now I was just gonna say, like, I hear what you're saying, Tony, but for me, what I desire for my daughter, I desire for my daughter to love, but I also want her to I want her to love herself more. And you know, it may sound selfish. It may sound selfish, but it's like I want her to be okay that, you know, that it doesn't matter if I'm single or lonely, God got my back.
Yes.
That's not being
Yes.
selfish. That's not being selfish. But guess what? My nieces, they are okay. They're you understand, they're successful. They're okay. They're happy. But they have so much to give. And I don't want them to be alone.
And
They
see,
have a lot.
and see
They
that
have a
right
lot
there.
to offer.
That right there is the thing that scares me the most. Is that because they have so much to offer, because they have so much to give, you got a lot of jokers out here who wouldn't mind just receiving and taking.
And that's my
Yes.
job.
Yeah, but
That's my job to
see
keep
it.
them
I
to
see
keep
it
them
totally.
knowledgeable and ready.
Tony. All right,
Yeah.
Tony. All right. I'm gonna ask you a simple question, man. And then you don't want this for your nieces. What you gonna do the day your niece say, Uncle Tony, why you ain't got married?
Oh, we've already had these conversations.
Let's squash it out.
Okay, so okay. My college sweetheart. She's the one that got away. Okay,
Okay.
simple as that. Yeah, I mean, we're 22 years old. She's the one that got away.
Okay.
So after that, I had another girlfriend who basically she had a child from a previous relationship, and she ended up getting.
God damn, this shit is getting very personal and into
No,
You asked them.
let's start.
You asked the question.
Names or something.
You asked them, Blake.
No,
Okay,
I didn't give any names, but my point is, and I'm about to go down the list. So you asked, there were three women who I thought that I was going to marry, and 2 out of the 3 I caught them cheating.
Oh.
Like literally one girl, I caught her bouncing up and down on some dude's pole, and she was the inspiration of 12 Steps to Recovery.
Right.
So she was the inspiration of me developing my TV show, which is all good. But at least I saw that there, and I saw the character. I saw her character. And you know what she left a message for my mother, for me. She said, Miss Clomax, tell Tony that I've moved on. And I got tired of waiting for him to propose to me. And you know why I was hesitant in proposing to her? Because I was hesitant about the quality of wife and mother she would be. And she revealed to me her character.
Right.
So that's how God be moving. And so God moved in that way where I got to see that and was allowed me to take my trauma and pain and use it creatively to create a show that put my name on the map as a creative.
Wow.
Good stuff. That's good stuff. Hey, Tony, man, you say something, man, that it really hits me. We did a show maybe a month ago or 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how long a month is now. The COVID, it don't matter. Shit, it's just long. It's like a whole year. But they asked us, when you know you ready? You know, why do guys play games? But what you just said is kind of encapsulates something out. The reason why I married my wife, because I wanted her values to be imparted in my kids. It wasn't that she was the freakiest. It wasn't that she was the sexiest. She was. Yeah, she did have things. Boy, go back.
You go ahead and clean that up. Go ahead and clean that up.
Anyway, boy, that thing was like that. Yeah, we walk in the room, everybody like, who that? That's mine, boss. Back up. Anyway,
go ahead and clean that up.
But when men want to really, I think that's me. for me, when I really wanted to get married, for me, a person that's out there, that's been out there, you know, I'm you know, when people say, when I tell people I've been married 21 years, they're like, you black? Whoa, wait a minute. 21 years?
Yeah.
Listen, dog, it's a reason why. It's because I married this woman because we said this on the last show, a man will marry his reflection of what he wants in his life, not of what he is. He will marry what he want. He sees what he want in his life. And so that's what I did. And you know, I can't say that my wife for 21 years has been a reflection of what I wanted.
You were thinking about your legacy.
Yeah.
And I feel like men, when men are thinking ahead, we're thinking about our legacy. We're thinking about our careers. We're thinking about generational wealth. We're thinking about property. We're thinking about, what do I want to leave my children, and what kind of children do I even want? What type of offspring do I want to have? So now you're looking at this woman, and you're like, you know what? She is an educator, or she has intellectual curiosity. She is caring. She is nurturing. I know that because I have the type of career that I'm going to be traveling a lot. I know that this woman is going to hold it down, and she is going to pour into our children, and they're going to be all right. And I know that she can handle me being away. So I'm going to, when I come back home, and I'm going to just pour into her, I'm going to fill her cup up. All right. Cause I know I got to leave soon to go work, but I'm going to fill her cup up till it's pouring over. Why? Because she is holding it down, and she needs to have that full cup because she is pouring into our children.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay. I could dig it. Man code.
That's wait. Before we get the man code, Donnell got the face. Why the face, Donnell? Okay. Black, what we got for man code?
Man, I don't even know, man. Man code is kind of crazy tonight, man. I mean, I look, man. We've been talking about dudes, you know, their families and stuff like that. And you know, it's a situation that came about recently this week. Oprah did an interview with Prince Larry. What Prince Larry?
Prince Harry.
Prince Harry. What's his name?
Yeah. Prince Harry and Meghan
and Meghan
Markle. Prince Harry and Meghan. And so you know, it was brought to my attention that a text went out to a guy, and he was like, "You watching the game?" I said, "No, man, I'm watching this Oprah." Come on, Ty, don't do it like that, man. Don't do it. Like that, Ty, come on, Ty, come on, man. Come on,
my bad. I slipped.
Mike,
Mike,
he ain't shit,
I'll take it. Go ahead.
And he said, "Man, no, I'm watching the Harry and Meghan interview with Oprah over the game." Hey, listen, man code. No man should ever choose Oprah over any sports event. I don't give a damn if it's soccer. Hey, look, what's the thing where you be sliding the ice? When you be the ice?
Curling.
Curling is a sport when it comes to Oprah and a man. Listen, you cannot watch Oprah over any type of sport that has a score. Ever. We will give you a reprieve if you're watching it with a woman and you're expecting a happy ending afterwards. That is the only reason any man should watch Oprah.
BDBO.
You're going to BDBO. Hey, Tony don't know what BDBO means.
Tell me what it is.
Ribbon event or Oprah.
Huh? Listen, I hope you know. A lot of guys probably chose. They weren't choosing Oprah. They were choosing to hear from Harry and Meghan because of Netflix.
Clomax, man, just say you watch shit, man. Don't give a
Because
fuck, man.
I didn't even
Say you watch shit instead of game, man.
No, I watched the game because I was commenting about the game. But what I'm saying is, there are a lot of guys who probably been watching that because of the Queen.
Who give a damn about the Queen? Who give a damn about the Queen?
The Queen?
No, because of the series on Netflix.
Oh, I'm thinking you're talking about the real Queen, the old ass, wearing ass
no,
Queen.
The Crown.
The Crown.
The Crown.
Her husband is like, I'm about to die. I'm about to get rid of this.
So you got all these guys
and bustiers and white wigs. I got to get out of here, man.
So you got all these guys who done binged The Crown for like 4 seasons, and they're sitting there and they're like, oh shoot, Harry and Meghan's on, and they're like, yo, I'm about to go watch this because they think this is like the prelude to season 5 of The Crown.
You can guy that did that.
You can thank the quarantine.
If you watching this show, guys, and you watch the Harry and Meghan Oprah Winfrey interview by yourself, get up right now, go to the mirror, look deeply into the mirror, and slap the shit out yourself.
No, you can't say look deeply in the mirror. You have to tell them to look deep into their soul.
Yeah, look into your soul and slap yourself, because there's no way. Look, now if your woman was there, I accept. You can watch Harry and Meghan.
I got a fact to share. So when I was an academic,
that don't make it right. Just because it's a fact, don't make it right. But go ahead.
When I was an academic advisor and career development coordinator at Northwestern, Meghan was a student there, and she was dating.
Wow. Meghan, the Princess Harry. Meghan.
Yeah. So she was dating. She was dating. I think she was dating one of the basketball players. Huh?
Is she fat?
No.
Okay, I ain't think so. Go ahead.
She bad though.
She was a nice girl. But what I'm saying is, I was there, and she was dating one of the basketball players while I was there. So. Yeah, I mean it's so funny. It's so funny that I'm like, wait a minute, she's about to be the queen.
She ain't go to HBCU though.
Not the queen.
She ain't go to HBCU though.
No, she didn't. But hey,
so
I can't.
Hold. That is now. Check this out. Now,
Hold on. Hey, black. Somebody says, remember, men, most women don't give a damn about your struggles. They just hanging out the finish line to pick the winners.
I agree. Whoever said that, who was that? Magnetic vortex resonance. God damn.
That's a hell of a name. That's a transformer name.
Hey, look, whoever you are, I'll just call you MVR. MVR, you are exactly right, because I'm here to tell you right now. And men, don't take this negative. It's not negative. Don't nobody give a damn about you until you win.
Oh no!
And stop thinking people supposed to care about you in your struggles. Don't nobody give a damn about your struggles.
No,
listen,
that's right.
You know what? Yo, Tony, when you came on here and you started telling about all the stuff you're going through, I love that. I love the stuff you're going through, because that's all the stuff I go through, and I know I'm on the right track, because when you got successful people around you, you know they all go through the same struggles at different intervals, at different frequencies, at different levels, but it's the same. I say this all the time. Look, man, if you want success, you got to pay for it in advance. And whatever your success is, ain't necessarily mine. And mine don't cost what yours costs. If you got to go through whatever you got to go through, whatever you got to go through to get to what you want in life, that's an individual process, and I love that. That's why I love hearing that, man.
But understand this:
MVR is a woman too.
Right, but understand this: that woman who said that, 9 times out of 10,
We don't know if that's the woman. We don't know if
She
it's
said, she said it's a
No,
woman.
she said
She
she
said
just
it's a
said
woman, Black.
so
she
so
said
nine,
I
so
am a woman.
right, so
Damon.
nine times out of 10, 9 times out of 10,
the woman.
9 times out of 10, a
Oh.
dude is not selecting her, and that's just the reality of it because I can feel her energy and then her state of mind. So she has to select a dude that's already there. He has to be already there, maybe another attorney or whatever. You know what I'm saying? He has to already be there. She can't be dealing with a dude that
Is that so? Because Jeff Bezos'
That's a car
ex-wife,
washer?
who just
That's
literally
a
got
car
all that
washer?
money, she married a teacher.
No, I'm
Okay.
talking about
I
this
can
woman.
marry a teacher when I got $1 billion.
I'm talking about the woman who wrote that. I'm talking about her specifically.
Okay, well,
Okay.
she let you know she Black, she ain't Hispanic.
No, I mean,
She is
Well, it
Hispanic.
doesn't matter. It doesn't
she's
matter
not
if it's
aware
black
race,
or
but
Hispanic.
I
I'm
mean,
She's
sorry.
Hispanic.
look, when we
Yeah.
start talking about stuff like this, it's universal.
And we love her.
among races. Look, white women want security, black women want security.
All women want security.
All women
All
want
women.
some type of security and know that you the one. And
Yeah.
so my thing is for Vortex is, she said she's a psychiatrist, physician,
Patent
anthropologist,
attorney and it's like,
attorney.
like,
I don't know what the hell. She's a lot of shit. She gonna have to find a motherfucker that walked on the moon. You know what I'm saying? Because who can protect her that she feels that she can't protect herself? If a woman knows, look, my wife don't call me for nothing she don't need me for. I'm telling you right now. Now we ain't millionaires. We good thallionaires. You know what I'm saying? We're real good thallionaires. We're not millionaires. But I'm gonna tell you something. My wife is not gonna call me to do something under $15,000. No, she ain't calling me for that. She ain't calling me for that. She gonna work it out. She gonna make that happen. Or she's not gonna call me for something that does not require her to extend all her possibilities.
Mm-hmm.
What she called me for is that stuff that makes her insecure. That stuff that makes her doubt herself. That stuff that makes her feel I cannot do it. That's what she called me for.
Okay. I want to say MVR, thank you for watching and thank you for commenting because we love the comments. We love, that you're here. And everything that we say, take it at heart. It's man cave.
And let me
This is
clear
Millionaire
something up.
Man Cave.
Let me clear something up. The woman who was bouncing up and down on that Mandingo black big dude's penis or whatever. I don't know who.
Should we even ask how you know all this, Clomax?
He said he saw it, man.
Okay. Just making sure.
So my girlfriend, who I felt like I had questions about. I had questions about her mother, whether or not she'd be a wife and good mother. She was Colombian. Okay, so she was Latina. All right, so I don't want anybody thinking like, oh, he coming down on the sisters. No, she was Latina. This was in New York City.
But I think that's still an individual situation.
No, it is an individual. That's what I just want to throw that out there because I don't want anybody thinking, oh, he's coming down such and such. No, it was an individual thing, and I had concerns about her being a good mother. I had concerns about her supporting me as a black man because even though she wanted to love on me, I had concerns if she understood me. I had concerns.
I agree with you, bro. If you go in and see your main thing on somebody else's main thing, it's hard to make them want to think you want to raise some kids. I'm not trying to do that.
And my concerns happened before all of that.
But hey, Tony, see, you're not privy to some of the shows that we already done. But that is my main caveat: is when we get a lot of these questions, the woman. Vice versa, that person is showing you in advance who they are, and you should accept that and understand that. That's my whole thing. You
That's
know, a
why
lot of
When they
I was
show you
thankful.
who they
sex
are,
is good as
believe
a
it.
root to be thankful. Get the hell
I
out of there. The sex
I
ain't
was-
good.
When they
I was
show you
thankful.
who they are, believe it.
I was thankful, and I used that to crack into the industry. I used that creatively, and I created a show that I funded myself along with a producing partner. I found creative ways of finding money, and I made 21 episodes of a series about a man in New York City who was trying to overcome a broken heart. And
Wow.
and guess
And you know what?
and guess
Tony,
what?
that was
We
the
never
first, that was the first time, and that was about a few years ago, and that's when I first jumped on, and I was looking at what you were doing, and man, that was hilarious, but it was so true because a lot of stuff that you touched in the series, I watched that, man.
I
And
appreciate that.
it was. It was things that some of the things I was going through in my own marriage.
Wow.
And
Wow.
you know, you gotta laugh at it, man. You gotta laugh at it, and I'm just so
I'm sorry. Hey yo, MVR is on point tonight, yo. I know y'all talking. MVR is on point tonight. First of all, she said
she's
rich
so
man,
on the money about that.
Yeah, she is. She said a rich man can change a broke woman's life, but a rich woman would never look a broke man's way. Sad but true. First of all, she said that. Then she just said marriage is like a tornado. In the beginning, there's a lot of blowing and sucking. Then you lose your house. I'm sorry, MBR.
Isn't it interesting that a man who has money can go out and he's willing to date a woman. She doesn't have to have education or anything like that. She just looks a certain way. She makes him feel a certain way. And he'll date her, and then he can change her life. A woman with money, she want to see your resume. She want to see your DNA. She want to meet your mama. She want to meet your therapist. She want to know everything about you before she even give you an opportunity.
Yep. And I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be very clear.
You've got to be able to say this
as far as a man. And now, and I don't know if I'm gonna create a trend, but there will never be a female version of Tiger Woods. The only Tiger Woods fucking Waffle House girls. Waffle House, Walmart, homeless.
He said, wow.
We will do that. A woman will not do that. She can't do it. It's not in her DNA. It is not in her DNA.
Have you ever had any Waffle House booty?
We know somebody on here has.
Not since 1994, Clomax.
Me either.
I'm married.
It goes all the way back to the 90s.
He married his Waffle House booty.
He married his.
Now she didn't work at Waffle House. She never worked at Waffle House.
So you got to tell him what Waffle Housing. So okay, Tony. We have a term called Waffle Housing on the Millionaire Man Cave show. So when you Waffle Housing a woman,
let Mike tell it. Mike gotta tell it. Mike,
go tell it, man.
Well, it's just this. I got stuck at Waffle House, and the woman who I ended up marrying, she was sitting across from me with 7 other people, and I was stuck, just staring at her booty, staring at her what she had, and that's what the term Waffle Housing came up with. Just staring and stuck.
Okay.
Sitting at Waffle House after the club. Stuck. Staring at Waffle House.
I ended up marrying mine.
Wow.
Yep.
Staying in Waffle House
Eight.
booty.
18 years now.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just about 18 years. Yeah.
I don't think I want to share my Hampton IHOP stories.
They ain't had Waffle House up in that area of Virginia.
Well, we didn't have Waffle House, but we had IHOP. In my freshman year, I was hanging out with all the seniors, Easy Rod and Ant, and just all the seniors and juniors. And I didn't know any better. I was a freshman. And so they were like, hey, Clomax, you want to go eat? And I was like, eat where? We're about to go to IHOP. I'm like, well, I don't have any money. He's like, man, come on, man, we got you. So we get the IHOP, we get in, it's all crowded and stuff. And I was like, well, you know, what's the budget? You know, I'm all considerate. I said, what's the budget? They were like, dude, we teammates. You order whatever you want. So I ordered whatever I wanted, and I got pancakes, I got an omelet, you know, I got all this stuff, and I'm eating, and then, you know, so we're sitting there, and it was like five, I think it was 5 of us. So it was Easy Rod, like I said, Easy Rod, and I think it was my roommate Cox, and it was somebody else, and then so
James Cox.
And so I think it was Ant. Ant said, all right, it's time to pull straws. And I was looking at him. I said, pull straws? What are we pulling straws for? We about to pull straws on who get to leave first. And I was like, wait a minute, what we doing? I'm from Chicago. What we doing? He was like, we not paying for this. We about to leave. And I was like, what? And I'm all nervous and stuff like that. So they divvy up the straws and shit like that.
While they divvy up the straws, I'm out.
Yo, check this out. Why did I pull the short straw?
After you told him you ain't had no money.
I pulled the short straw, and God bless Ant. Ant Jones, my brother. Ant Jones passed away a few years ago. Okay. Mm-hmm. And Ant Jones, God bless that brother. Ant Jones, it was him and I. We were left. And Ant Jones said, Clomax, you know what? You're a freshman. You're new. All right. I'm a vet. I'm experiencing this. You go ahead. I got you. I was like, I said, Ant, you sure? He said, bro, just go ahead. I got this. So I walk out, right? And I'm just sweating bullets. And so Ant, he gets up, motherfucker, straighten out his shit. He looking around and stuff like that. So he starts to head to the door. And all of a sudden, the white manager, that motherfucker pulls it was like he was a Supremes. He's like, stop. In the name of love. He just stopped that mother. He stopped him like a Heisman. He just stopped him. And he was like, here's the bill. Here's the receipt. You gotta pay for this and this and that. And Ant Jones, he ain't had no money. And he was sweating and this and that. And boy, oh boy, here come all the drama. Then these big girls, 2 big girls. I don't know that I can't remember their names, but they were big girls. These big girls.
Watch out for the big girl.
These two big girls said, they looked at Ant, they be like, oh, we got the bill. We got you, Ant. We got you, Ant, and you got us.
Oh,
wow.
He took one for the team.
He took it for the team.
He took one for the team, and he gave it for the team. All I know is this. We got in the car, and they made me drive. Here it is. I'm the freshman. Everybody, I was the most sober. And so I'm driving. I don't even know who car it was.
You hear that? Them 2 words, most sober.
Most sober. And I was driving. And all I know is Ant Jones gave us this half-hearted wave. Like, I'm okay, fellas. I'll see you tomorrow in the dorm. Right? And He looked like he was in a Stephen King film. He looked like Pennywise was behind his shoulder.
I'm
He
never
waved
coming
at
back.
us, right? He waved at us, and all I know is we didn't see Aunt Jones again until like maybe 24 hours later. And the way he
Big
tell
girl
it,
love.
the way he told that story is that he was a participant in a threesome, and he was just like they were stretching him like Stretch Armstrong. And that's my story. I live by it. And that was 1988, my freshman year at Hampton. And I love that brother. I love Aunt Jones. I loved Aunt Jones from that day on. That brother saved my life. I'll never forget that.
Wow.
That's crazy.
That's the
That's
crazy
what's
thing
up.
about that Clomax. And you
That's
know,
what's
that
up.
explains why we was sitting
All
on
right.
the side of the interstate drinking 40s in Charlotte and got left by the bus now. Because you was already messed up in the mind.
Hey,
Man.
hey, we've been hitting this for 2 hours. Yo, so
Yes.
Man Code was what the hell was Man Code again?
Man
Oh.
Code was
Oprah.
Oprah.
No man should ever watch Oprah by himself. Ever. No matter what it is. Man Code.
Stamp. Hey, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Another episode of Millionaire Man Cave. Hell, we went extra long tonight. We appreciate my man Tony Comax from the good Prairie View / Hampton University, who is doing his big things. Y'all make sure y'all check him out on IG, Twitter, on Clubhouse, and Maximize Productions, on Tubi, on YouTube, all them good places you can find my man.
Amazon
and he's doing
Prime.
great things. Yeah, doing great things out there. Y'all make sure y'all go check him out. We appreciate him.
Prime.
Say what now?
Amazon Prime. Yeah.
Amazon Prime. Yeah, I'm saying all the great places. Y'all make sure y'all go check out my man's work and what he's doing because he's supporting, he's giving back. We appreciate you for being on the show, Tony. But until next week, same place, same time, Relationship Entertainment Television. We will see y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Thank you, fellas.